What up, my people? After watching this video, you'll be able to find the maximum or minimum of a quadratic function. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get started with some vocabulary. The vertex is where x is equal to negative b over 2a, and the y is going to be the f, or the value at where x is equal to negative b over 2a. For all quadratic functions, that can be expressed as y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. X is where the function has a minimum or a maximum. The y is the actual value of that minimum or maximum. If a is going to be positive, that means the vertex is a minimum. And if a is negative, that means the vertex is going to be the maximum. So for our first example, we have answer the questions for the quadratic function. We have g of x is equal to 2x squared minus 4x plus 1. Is there a maximum or a minimum value? So this is already in standard form, so we don't really have to try too hard on this one. We just need to substitute a, b, and c. So remember, our a is going to be equal to 2, our b is going to be negative 4, and our c is going to be 1. So is there a maximum or minimum? Because our a value is positive, is equal to 2, that means we have a minimum. Where does the maximum or minimum value occur? So the x is going to be equal to negative b over 2a. So negative b is going to be negative of negative 4 divided by 2 times 2. Negative of negative 4 is going to be positive 4. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. And that gives us 4 divided by 4, which is equal to 1. So where does the maximum or minimum occur, or which in this case is going to be a minimum? That's going to be at x is equal to 1. And then what is the function's maximum or minimum value? So we need to plug in that x into the equation, and then we'll find the y value, which is going to be the maximum or minimum value. Again, in this case, we're dealing with the minimum. So what's the lowest value? So the g of 1 is equal to 2 times 1 squared minus 4 times 1 plus 1. Order of operations says we do the squared first, so that's 1 squared is 1, and that's going to give us 2 times 1. Then we have 4 times 1 is going to be 4, so 2 minus 4 plus 1. And then from left to right, that's going to be 2 minus 4 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. So our y value is going to be negative 1. And that's it. All right, for example number 2, we have answered the questions again for the quadratic function g of x is equal to 2x squared plus 8x plus 4. Is there a maximum or a minimum value? So again, we're going to label our a, b, and c. A is equal to 2, b is equal to 8, and c is equal to 4. So because a is a positive, in this case, we're again dealing with a minimum. Where does the maximum or minimum occur? So we're dealing with a minimum, so we have to just plug in and find the x. X is equal to negative b over 2a. So that's going to be equal to negative of 8 divided by 2 times 2. Negative 8 is going to be divided by 4. Negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2. So our x is equal to negative 2. So what is the function's minimum value? We're going to just plug in that negative 2 in for x and find the y value. So we have the g of negative 2 is equal to 2 times negative 2 squared plus 8 times negative 2 plus 4. Then we use order of operations. Negative 2 squared is going to be positive 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Then we have negative 2 times 8. That's going to be equal to minus 16. And then we have a plus 4. Left to right means we have 8 minus 16 is negative 8. And negative 8 plus 4 is going to be equal to negative 4. So our y value will be negative 4. All right, we're at that point. Here's a problem for you to try. There will be a link to the solution in the description. Please like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for taking the time to invest in yourself, making a weakness a strength. Ashe.